Hey everyone, it feels like it's been forever since I've made a video, but I wanted to talk to you guys today about Luna Cups. And I'm so excited about this video because at first, I was so scared to have a postpartum period, and now that I have the Luna Cup, I'm not scared anymore. And what I mean by scared is like I'm a tampon user. I've used tampons since high school. I never liked the way that pads felt. Um, and for some reason, the chemicals inside of the disposable pads gave like a really pungent smell. I don't know how to explain it. And if you're a pad wearer, I think you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, so our family, meaning Moses and myself and the baby, want to control as much waste output as we can. So we've switched over to cloth diapers instead of disposable diapers. We got rid of aluminum foil and are using like Pyrex dishes instead of aluminum foil. Cut out all our plastic Ziploc bags. I don't even use toilet paper anymore. I use cloth wipes just like my son. Moses isn't quite on the cloth wipe train yet, but hey, I am, so whatever. And not only have we switched to, or we, not only have I switched to Luna Cups, but let me switch that. I've switched to cloth pads as well, and I'll get into that. So, what is a Luna Cup? It's this kind of cool reusable menstrual cup. It comes in two sizes. This is the large and this is the smaller size. They sent me both. You don't have to purchase them separately. And I actually got it in a cloth pad package. So it came with some cloth pads and the Luna Cups all together. And let me go get some cloth pads and I'll show you what they look like. Okay, so this is what a cloth pad looks like. This material right here is called PUL, polyurethane laminate. And this is the same material that's used on cloth diapers. It's a waterproof material. So the first layer is like a charcoal bamboo layer. And then in the middle is the absorbing, I'm not sure what's in the middle, maybe microfiber, I'm not sure, material. And you put it on your underwear and you snap it like that. At first, I was just using the cloth pads, but I found that because this material is kind of slick, that the pad moves, and therefore, I don't know how to say this without like grossing anyone out, but it's our periods, right? We should be able to talk about it. Blood was kind of getting on my underwear. So I decided to use one of these cups with a cloth pad. And now I think I'm at the point where I've mastered how to use the Luna Cup and I don't need the cloth pad, but I was just using the cloth pad to kind of catch any leakage if there was any, which there wasn't. But together, this is a great combo, a great reusable combo. You don't ever have to buy tampons or pads ever again. You save so much money, you save time. What I mean by time is time going to the grocery store and gas to go to the grocery store just to buy tampons. How many times have you been at work and you're like, oh shit, I just started my period. I've had Moses had to bring me tampons before to work. With these, just keep one of them in your bag and you don't need to buy them ever. And it's a great option. I really, really like them. So how do you use it? Okay, so at first I was kind of folding it in half. Okay, for starters, I haven't used the big one yet. I used the smaller one I just gave birth 3 months ago. I didn't want to go overboard and use the bigger one. I've used the smaller one. Sorry, there's people outside. And I was just kind of folding it over like this and inserting it, and voila. Well, I found that it was like kind of slipping out and it wasn't the best fit. So what I did is I pushed. So instead of pushing in and folding like this, you push it down. You see? Push it down so it's at an angle, so you can kind of insert like that. And I know it doesn't seem like a big difference, but when it opens up and suctions on the inside of you, it makes a huge difference. Then there's this little thing right here. It was about 1 inch long, and I cut it because it was kind of like scraping my insides. It doesn't hurt or anything, but it felt, you know how when you first put a tampon in for the first time, you're like, what is this, you know? It felt like that, but the feeling didn't go away. So I clipped it, and you still have a little piece to grab. You use your nails and you grab it, and that's worked perfectly fine. I know it doesn't seem like much to grab, but honestly, it works perfectly fine. Okay, as I was saying, sorry, maintenance came by. They had to fix something that I broke. But like I was saying, if you fold this part down, that way it's kind of at an angle here, and insert this, sorry, I'm kind of, insert it like this at an angle. It's gonna be in like this, and once it's inside, you're gonna kind of pinch these sides, and that will open it up, and it will suction to your insides. And then I found that the best position to put them in is in like a squatting position, or you could, I don't want to get too personal, but like lift your leg up onto the toilet, whatever the case may be. Sorry if you hear my baby in the background. So I left this in we went on a road trip for 8 hours. And when you have a disposable pad-on or a disposable tampon, you take it out, it seems like you have all this blood, right? Girl, I took this out after 8 hours, and it was only filled to about right here. And I'm like, where's all the blood? Like, I just filled a whole tampon. What's going on? Well, in reality, when the blood hits the tampon, it naturally expands. So it seems like there's a lot more there than there actually is. So once you're ready to change this, I use my nails to grab onto this, and it comes out just fine. You don't have to yank it out. You're not going to spill it, because you just pull it out a little bit, and then you're able to grab the bottom and pull it out. Some people might say, well, is it messy? Do you get blood on your fingers? I mean, you get a little bit of blood on your fingers, but the only reason why you have blood on your fingers in the first place, like for me, I just mastered how to use this. So there was a little bit of, like, it wasn't suctioned all the way, and there was a little bit of leakage. Now that I've mastered it and figured out how to use it, I don't have any blood on my fingers because there's nothing there. It's all in the cup. So when you pull it out, you just dump it into the toilet, and you just give it a quick rinse when you're in the sink. Now, for example, if you're out and about and you're in a public bathroom and you can't really rinse it, you can keep a little wet bag with you, or a bag to put this in, and wash it at home, and just keep the clean one on you so that you can insert the clean one no problem. Before you use these, I would boil them for 5 minutes to sanitize them, and then some people boil them in between uses, but I like to boil them at the end of my period so that they're ready and clean and ready to go when I start my next period. And I store them inside of a clean wet bag. If you guys don't know what a wet bag is, it's a bag that has this PUL material and it's waterproof, so it doesn't leak or anything like that, and you can throw it right in the washing machine and it cleans right up. So all in all, I found that the comfort level with this cut is, I don't feel it. It feels good. Like it doesn't, I can sleep with it. I took a road trip with it. You can walk with it. You can run with it. It's not gonna come out. And I like to double it with the cloth pad just in case, you know, just in case there is any leakage, which there hasn't been. But I find that it's just an all-around better solution for me and my family and my financial situation, and limiting the amount of trash output. I really, really love using it. I hope everyone else uses it. It takes a little bit to get used to the feeling down there because it feels different than a tampon. But all in all, it's worth the purchase. It's worth the buy. I got it off Amazon. It's called the Luna Cup, and it came in a cute little package with these cloth pads, these two, and then a wet bag as well that's made out of the same design, same material. And it's worked perfectly fine for us. For me, I keep saying for us, for me. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions, leave them below in the comments. I'd love to answer them. I'm excited. I have never liked my period. I've hated my period, and this makes periods fun. I know that sounds kind of weird, but it makes them fun, and I look forward to them now. Some people have commented on, does it help with cramping? I would say that I still cramp, but now that I've switched, I've noticed that my body was reacting to some of the chemicals in a tampon. So I don't know if maybe that's why I was cramping more. But I definitely have lighter periods. Or like I said earlier, maybe I just wasn't bleeding as much as I thought because the tampon just looked so much fuller from expanding the minute the blood touches it. But anyways, get yourself a menstrual cup, whatever brand it is, get it. It'll change your life, and let's change the world by not throwing away so much tampons and pads. You'll love it. I promise you.